When it comes to celebrity engagements, it's never just about the proposal, it's about the ring, and over the years, some of the biggest stars in the world have taken that to an entirely different level, showcasing engagement rings so massive, so dazzling, and so unforgettable that they instantly become headlines. And from the moment these rings are revealed, fans can't stop talking about them, zooming in on every detail, estimating their value, and comparing them to other iconic pieces. And what makes this even more fascinating is how these rings are not just symbols of love, but also statements of style, status, and personality, because each one tells a story about the couple behind it. And when you start looking at some of the most enormous celebrity engagement rings of all time, you quickly realize that these aren't just accessories, they're pieces of history. And among the most talked about is the jaw-dropping ring given to Mariah Carey, a massive diamond that reportedly weighed over 30 carats and instantly became one of the largest celebrity engagement rings ever seen. And then there's Beyoncé, whose emerald-cut diamond ring, estimated at around 24 carats, has been admired for both its size and elegance, setting a standard for luxury that many others have tried to match. And as more rings entered the spotlight, the trend only grew bigger, bolder, and more extravagant, with celebrities constantly raising the bar and redefining what an engagement ring can look like in the world of fame and fortune. As you dive deeper into these iconic rings, what becomes clear is that each one reflects a unique moment in time, a blend of romance and spectacle that captures public attention in a way few other things can. And for example, Kim Kardashian received a stunning cushion-cut diamond ring that not only symbolized her engagement but also became one of the most recognizable pieces of jewelry in pop culture, while Jennifer Lopez has had multiple engagement rings over the years, each one larger and more unique than the last, including rare-colored diamonds that added an entirely new level of exclusivity. And fans often find themselves fascinated not just by the size of these rings, but by the craftsmanship, the rarity of the stones, and the stories behind how they were chosen. And what's even more interesting is how these rings often spark trends in the real world, influencing what people look for when choosing their own engagement rings. Because when a celebrity debuts a new style, it doesn't stay exclusive for long, it quickly becomes inspiration for millions. And that's part of what makes these enormous rings so impactful. They don't just stay within the world of celebrities, they ripple out into everyday life, shaping tastes, expectations, and even the definition of luxury itself. As the list of enormous celebrity engagement rings continues to grow, one thing becomes very clear: these rings are more than just symbols of commitment, they're cultural moments that capture attention, spark conversation, and sometimes even redefine trends. And while not every relationship lasts forever, the rings themselves often remain iconic, remembered long after the headlines fade. And for fans, that's part of the fascination, because these pieces of jewelry become tied to memories, moments, and stories that people continue to revisit. And whether it's the sheer size of the diamond, the uniqueness of the design, or the celebrity behind it, each ring leaves its own mark on pop culture. And in a world where bigger often means better, these enormous engagement rings represent the ultimate expression of love combined with luxury. And as new celebrity engagements continue to happen, one question always remains: who will raise the bar next, and what kind of breathtaking ring will capture the world's attention next? Because if history has shown anything, it's that when it comes to celebrity engagement rings, there's always something bigger, brighter, and more extraordinary just around the corner.